next-generation missile that Russian President Vladimir Putin once described as invincible has now been deployed for combat duty. Yuri Borisov, the head of the Russian space agency Roscosmos, said that Sarmat missiles have assumed combat duty. Russian President Vladimir Putin has once said that this missile would make Russia's enemies think twice about their threats. The Kremlin had previously stated that the Sarmat intercontinental ballistic missiles would be ready for combat duty by the end of 2022. But that deadline had long passed, and in June, Putin had said that the new missile system would be deployed for combat duty soon, without naming a specific date. Russia had tested one of its Sarmat warheads during a visit to Ukraine by US President Joe Biden in February 2023, but the test was apparently unsuccessful. The RS-28 Sarmat, dubbed Satan II by the West, is among Russia's next-generation missiles unveiled by Putin in 2018, which also include the Kindle and Avangard hypersonic missiles. It is a 3-stage liquid-fueled missile. Weighing more than 200 tons and able to transport multiple warheads, Sarmat is designed to elude anti-missile defense systems with a short initial boost phase, giving enemy surveillance systems a narrow window to track it down. The ballistic missile system is capable of carrying at least 10 large nuclear warheads, 16 smaller ones, a combination of warheads and countermeasures or hypersonic boost glide vehicles, and is intended to replace the R-36 ICBMs. This super heavy thermonuclear armed ICBM is thought to be Russia's most powerful ICBM till date. It has a range of about 18,000 kilometers and can travel at a maximum speed of 25,500 kilometers per hour. The RS-28 Sarmat is said to be able to carry a nuclear payload large enough to wipe out an area the size of Texas. While the RS-28 Sarmat can be launched much like a regular ICBM, sending a payload high into the stratosphere before the warhead plummets to Earth, it is thought to be also capable of what is called fractional orbital bombardment. The low orbit gives it an almost limitless range and makes it hard to determine the intended target.
Galatians 6 and 7. Let's get Galatians 6 and 7. And it reads, "Be not deceived, God is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap." Giving all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High Power of Israel, Yahweh, Ba'Shema Mashiach Yahweh Shai, Ruha Rukakudash, double honors to the mighty men, the elders, and the apostles in the community, waking up the lost sheep of the house of Israel in these last days. Peace and blessings to everyone doing this truth and humbleness and sincerity. Again, I'm going to say Shalom. And this will probably be a part 2 to the video I posted previously to YouTube. I did post a video to Rumble most recent, but that was a Rumble exclusive. That wasn't fit for YouTube, so I did go into some stuff regarding this. Okay, but I'm going to ask the question. I put this on my Rumble video. Family, they didn't, okay, talking about Russia, they didn't just decide to deploy the Sarmat missile system for display, okay? There's no way, family, they decided we're just going to leave it out for display, okay? It's been deployed to take action. And I'm stunned. I mean, shout out to Sakari Camp. They brought it out immediately. And I believe others brought it out. But I'm not seeing the amount of Israelites in the community bring this out in high number. Because I doubt seriously if that was just brought out to display. It's armed. And I'm going to give y'all a short clip. It's an audio from Sister Lisa Cabrera on her take, and you know, she actually had got a take from the secretary, somewhere from like Slovakia, the United States department heads on like comment on what happened after this. Yo, check this out. We're gonna get a few scriptures and we're gonna end it. Let's pull this out. One moment. Listen to this, family. Shout out to Sister Lisa Cabrera. Check this out.
Undetected. So anyway, back to the article. Asked Friday about Russia's super weapon, the White House National Security Council spokesman John Kirby told reporters at a conference call that he was not in a position to confirm reports that Satan II missiles had been put on combat duty. So, y'all...
I hope y'all heard that. You see how the United States... Y'all see how the United States downplaying it? Y'all see how America downplaying it? I don't know about y'all. That's not a light report, family. That is not, family, that's not a light report. That's a heavyweight report. Okay. And again, it's not there for display. It's there to take action. Okay. On my Rumble video that Rumble exclusive that I did last night. Okay, if you go to Israel 144X, I went into, this Sarmat being deployed, and it's not there for display. Something's going to happen far sooner than any of our comprehensions at this point. So let's go back to the year of the let's go to the year of the lockdown. Okay, they locked down and there was warlike conditions building up, right? When we go back to the lockdown, there was a lot of war buildup. Shortly after the lockdown, during the reopening, you had the Afghan fall off, right? Afghan, after the whole Operation Enduring Freedom, Afghan took everything back. Okay, if we remember, you had the U.S. military jet taking off with passengers on the wheels, some of them getting smashed, and you had that conflict in Afghan that left many United States citizens hostage in that hostile area. Okay, 2022, you had Russia start war with Ukraine, and that was sparked from and conditioned in 2013, and it also goes into the 90s when NATO, the United Nations, America, and the elites, they made decrees never to invade Russia, never to invade the Russians' borders, and they violated these decrees. And Putin begged America, the elite, NATO, to not pursue their borders, and they continued to do so. So Russia defended itself and invaded Ukraine. Okay, now when you fast forward, they're just moving north. Reports have it they're headed to Kyiv, and they're going to annex Kyiv, right? As they annex Georgia and them 5 cities when they initially started the war. Then you had the choke job counter-offensive, which was the greatest joke probably in the history of NATO and America, because the counter-offensive was a joke, and Ukraine lost up to 400,000 troops. I'm going to say this. I believe that Sarmat has been deployed because America won't stop funding Zelensky. And it's that they were poking that bear. But if you keep poking the grizzly bear, that grizzly bear is going to attack, if you know what I'm saying, and something bad's going to happen. And we're going in 2 years of this conflict, family. Okay, 2 years. And to what I was saying earlier, that Sarmat is not deployed for nothing. It's deployed because it's going to shoot the missiles. Okay? Let's get Jeremiah. Let's get Jeremiah chapter 50 and verse 9. I'm not going to keep y'all too long. This will probably be a part 2 to the recent video I posted. But this is very serious, family. Okay? There's no way. Be like a broken record. There's no way that Sarmat was deployed just to be on display. And a lot of Israelites in the community better consider that thing. Jeremiah chapter 50 and verse 9. And it reads, "For lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations from the north country, and they shall set themselves in array against her. From thence shall she be taken. Their arrow shall be as of a mighty expert man. None shall return in vain." Okay. Russia don't have to shoot. Russia's allies, okay, these BRICS nations, they too can shoot. Okay, China can shoot. North Korea can shoot. Iran have hypersonic technology as well, and I did a video past where they downplayed the Iranian capabilities. And as y'all heard from Sister Lisa Cabrera, they completely tossed it to the side. While we're entering to year 2 of this war, and Ukraine is they're on the sad end of it, man. They've been destroyed. And all these drone strikes, that too caused this Sarmat to be deployed. So something serious is going to happen very soon. Let's read verse 14. Jeremiah 50 and 14, it reads, "Put yourselves in array against Babylon round about, all ye that bend the bow. Shoot at her, spare no arrows, for she had sinned against the Lord." Now America's being very proud, extremely proud, to pretend it didn't happen, to just wave it off like it's just nothing. Okay, something very serious is about to happen. I'm praying a historic event is about to play out, chiefly going into the exodus of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel, okay, back to the wilderness, and the chosen into immortality, into Zion. Because remember, when you go back to the lockdown, nothing has been normal in this country. It's been a downward spiral, and we're witnessing the greatest collapse of all time. Babylon the Great, the United States of America, it's fallen. This place might be done. I'm not telling y'all it's going to play out. I mean, I am excited, obviously, but something very serious is going to follow. Again, that Sarmat is not going to sit there on display forever. It's going to serve its purpose. Okay, read this again. Jeremiah 50 and 14, it reads, put yourselves in an array against Babylon round about, all ye that bend the bow, shoot at her, spare no arrows, for she had sinned against the Lord. America's about to be judged, man. Okay? And this is very serious for Israel to keep the commandments. Okay? You know, some saying it's just a fear tactic. And it could be. But it could be something else. Can't rule it out. Okay? Verse 15. Shoot against her round about. She had given her hand, her foundations are fallen, her walls are thrown down, for it is the vengeance of the Lord. Take vengeance upon her, as she had done, do unto her. And when you go into Revelations, it says, do unto her double. Because remember, when the Israelites, and our foreparents fell in 70 AD, Slakia 70 AD, the Most High passed the cup on us, the curses, the chattel slavery, the ongoing killing of so-called white people attacking black people here in America and other parts of the world. All this was the judgment of the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. But I tell you, roughly paraphrasing, when you go into, I believe is he the first or second Esdras? I forget the chapter. He said he would come back in the latter days to rescue Israel. Roughly paraphrasing, okay? And we're in this time. That's serious, family. I don't know about, you know, the majority that's worried about football season in college. That Sarmat, it's there to do a purpose. Okay? When you read Exodus, when the Most High used Moses to save our foreparents from the ancient Egyptians about 4,000 years ago, when you read Exodus 13 and 14, didn't the Most High, first he allowed Pharaoh to free the Israelites. But when the Israelites were going about, you know, to the wilderness, at least towards the Red Sea, what did Pharaoh do? The Most High hardened Pharaoh's heart, and Pharaoh and his chief men, they begin to pursue Israel. And to the point, when you go to Exodus 14 and of course Exodus 15 and 3, okay, the Lord drowned out Pharaoh and his men. He killed all of them. And Egypt was never the same, and Egypt fell off afterwards. And now America is on the same path because they don't want to let Israel go. They just want to abuse and, you know, keep Israel brain dead, keep us killing each other. And it's killing them that the Israelites are woke worldwide. Okay, so something serious is on the way, y'all. That's all I can tell y'all. See if there's any more. Let me see if there's any more before I end it. Jeremiah 50 and 22, it reads, a sound of battle is in the land, and of great destruction. How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How has Babylon become a desolation among the nations? Okay, that's this future judgment that's going to play out. And Babylon is not talking about that area, where Iraq is. That's ancient Babylon. But ancient Babylon is still inherited. That's a similitude, that's symbolic. The United States of America is emphatically Babylon the Great. And this place is going to be judged suddenly. Okay, so Israel, pray, keep these commandments, do this work, because, you know, it's not like this is something that was, they were going to do, they were going to set this up, let's just say 2027, 2029. Family, that thing was deployed Friday passed. That's roughly 48 hours ago. Right? A little over 48 hours ago. That thing was this Sarmat nuclear system. And by the way, it's not just a hypersonic ICBM. It's basically a stealth nuclear system. These nuclear missiles, they won't be detected by radar. That's where that second PT2 intent account comes into play. No one's going to expect it. And America's going to be caught in their security. So it's something for y'all to think about. It's not there for nothing, family. It's just not there for nothing. And this is right now. Okay? We go into here. The Lord had opened his armory and had brought forth the weapons of his indignation. For this is the work of the Lord God of hosts in the land of the Chaldeans. And that's symbolic to Edom. Okay, because they're the chief people. Right? Give y'all one more. Family, think about this. I can't tell y'all the day or the hour or the year. I'm not telling y'all that. It could be a scare tactic, but it could greatly be something else. Only the Most High know. Y'all outside Israel don't know. I don't know the day or the hour. I'm not going there with y'all. But it's just something to pay close attention to. I'm a watchman for the Most High. Okay? It's my job to let the people know what's going on. And this is a big deal. Okay? Let's get the classic. Y'all know what I want. Revelations 18 and verse 2. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen, it's become the habitations of devils, and hold of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird. Verse 4, and this is for Israel and the world. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people, that you be not partakers of her sins, and that you receive not of her plagues. Okay? Because this is really what's going to play out. Revelations 18 and 8. Therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire, for strong is the Lord God who judged her. It's not far off, family. One last precept. Zechariah 14 and verse 12. You got to be on point. And I know it's hard. Don't know when this hour of temptation coming, but, you know, this is serious news. Zechariah 14 and 12, and it reads, And this shall be the plague word the Lord will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth. And that's just going into that gross judgment of the wicked. Two parts of our people and that wicked seed line as we run in this world in darkness for God knows how long. It could be over. Last one. Zechariah 13 and 8. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord, two parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein. And I will bring the third part through the fire, and will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name, and I will hear them. I will say, It is my people, and they shall say, The Lord is my God. And with that, Give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High Power of Israel, Yahweh, Ba'Shem Mashiach Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the mighty men, the elders, and the apostles in the community, waking up the lost sheep of the house of Israel in these last days. Peace and blessings to everyone doing this truth and humbleness, sincerity. Israel, I love y'all. We got next. Shalom.